Time, space, reality. They are not as fixed as you believe. Across the infinite branches of existence, there are moments. Tiny, fragile moments. Where a single choice bends the future of an entire world. In canon we have seen that Kushina was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails and Minato and Kushina died when Minato sealed the Nine Tails inside his son. And this has all happened because Kushina was weak because of her pregnancy, but what if Kushina was not the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails in the first place? What if Minato Namikaze was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails? In this alternate reality Minato Namikaze was the one to be chosen to become the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. In the last part we have seen that Naruto was in the survival test of the Chunin exams and he was fighting with Rock Lee. They were having a spar. Lee opened the third gate to fight against Naruto. And now Naruto was fighting with tactics, a serious fight to protect himself. Now Lee was so fast that he was barely visible to others. This is amazing, he is really fast, Naruto was thinking in his mind. Naruto was defending himself with the help of his ice armor and the ice clones and he was barely able to protect himself. And when Lee noticed that Naruto was able to defend himself, so he pushed his limit and opened the fifth gate in front of Naruto, and now he was even faster and now he was able to land hits on Naruto. On the other hand, Naruto was using the clones as tactics to defend and he was not throwing only clones in front of Lee and he himself got hit by Lee too, but he was still safe. This is amazing, he really is so strong, Naruto was thinking. And I was thinking that I am the strongest. But after 2 to 3 minutes when Lee was exhausted, Naruto was still standing there. And then Naruto went towards him. I think you are stronger than me, Lee, you are awesome, Naruto said to Lee. Naruto too was breathing a bit heavily because of using so much chakra, but after under a minute Naruto was normal again because he was healed again. What is happening to you, Lee, are you okay? Naruto asked. This is because he used the 8 inner gates and this is the after effect of 8 inner gate. Body feels so much pressure and pain during it, so it would take a little time and he will be alright. I would like to fight you again, Lee, but next time I will win against you, it will not be a tie, Naruto said to Lee, and with his team left from there. Shikamaru and Ino were shocked to see that Naruto left from there without taking their scroll. So what do you think, Naruto? Shikamaru asked. Onwards we will be training even harder, I need to be as fast as Lee. When I will be that fast with my strength, I will be the stronger, Naruto said to Shikamaru. You already train like it is your religion or something, you think you can increase it even more? Shikamaru asked Naruto. It was not enough against Lee, you have seen that, Naruto said to Shikamaru. Yes. I have seen that, Shikamaru said. And then Naruto encountered the another team and then took their scroll from them and then left from there. And then Naruto sensed a giant snake there and someone stronger coming towards him. His chakra was bigger than other shinobis but not bigger than his own, and then he sensed Sasuke too there. What the hell is that? He is Itachi Sensei's brother. Shika, we need to help him, Naruto said to Shikamaru. But Naruto, we have to go to the tower, Ino said. It is all right, Ino, we cannot leave him like this, it is for Sensei, Shikamaru said, and then they headed towards them. And then Naruto reached there with his team. Naruto attacked on that giant snake and hits him with his ice-added kunai. And Shikamaru caught him with his shadow possession. And then Naruto destroyed his vital point and killed him. Who the hell are you and what the hell are you doing here? Naruto asked disguised Orochimaru. You are Naruto Namikaze, son of Hokage. You have done good and now I don't need to find you. You will be my second vessel after this, Uchiha kid. I have heard about your Kekkei Genkai, Orochimaru said to Naruto. What do you mean by that? Are you okay, Sasuke? Naruto asked Sasuke. He is strong, be careful, Sasuke said to Naruto. Then let's handle him together, Naruto said to Sasuke. After that Shikamaru, Ino and Naruto started attacking on Orochimaru together. Naruto was matching his speed and strength trying to hold him there, but Orochimaru was so strong. You are so strong, even from now you are at Jonin level, but still it will not be enough for the likes of me, Orochimaru said to Naruto. On the other hand, Minato was watching all of that happening in his crystal ball. Is that Orochimaru? Minato was thinking. After so much hard work of Naruto and Shikamaru, they've been able to catch him with shadow possession, and then Sasuke attacked on Orochimaru with his fireball jutsu. And when the flames went off, his skin was peeled and Orochimaru came in his real form. And then it was confirmed that this was Orochimaru. That was your bad decision to come back to the village. This will be your last day, Minato said, and then teleported from there. When Naruto was going so fast with a chakra added punch to hit Orochimaru, but then all of a sudden Minato appeared there. Naruto was not able to control, but still Minato caught his hand like nothing. It is all right, Naruto, this is not the enemy you should be fighting. He is a legendary Sannin, Minato said to Naruto. You hear, Dad? Naruto asked. Go rest for a while, I will be back in a minute, Minato said to Naruto. And then Minato throws a kunai towards Orochimaru, and when the kunai reached Orochimaru, Minato teleported in the midair and then hits him with the Rasengan. You dare to come to the village again, Minato said to Orochimaru. And when Orochimaru was getting healed, Minato sealed his chakra. Minato created a chakra arm. And then touches Shikamaru. Shikamaru, right, hold him for a minute for me till Itachi comes here, Minato said. I don't want him to leave somehow from here. He can even leave from here in the form of a snake too, Minato said to them. Surround him, Minato said to them, and then he created clones there and surrounded Orochimaru. Sage art, Minato said, and sensed Itachi there. And then teleported to him. I need you, Itachi, Minato said to Itachi, and then teleported back. What's going on, Lord Hokage? Itachi asked. I will tell you later. First I want you to burn him full. I don't want to seal him so that he can come back somehow, Minato said to Itachi. I have something from where he would never be able to come back, Itachi said. I told you, son, I don't want to seal him. I want him to get finished fully, Minato said Itachi. As you command, Lord Hokage, Itachi said, and he activated his Mangekyou Sharingan and then burned him down fully with his Amaterasu. He didn't even left a single snake there, and the Orochimaru was no more. Wow, they are amazing, shinobis were thinking in their mind. Now you can continue your exam, Naruto, Minato said to Naruto. You too, Sasuke, Itachi said, and then Minato with Itachi teleported away from there. And then Naruto headed towards the tower, which was in middle of the forest of death. And then after passing the second round of the Chunin exams, Naruto started training for the next round of the Chunin exams. And he was working no speed in his ice release, and after the one day there was a preliminary round of the Chunin exams, and all the shinobis went there who passed the survival test of the Chunin exams. And then the preliminary sound started and all of them started fighting. All the matches went same nearly, but Naruto win the match this time faster than before, and Sasuke too won the match faster than before. Hiba wasn't even able to stand up against Naruto even for a minute. Naruto won against him easily, and after that proctor of the match announced the finalists and told them to train for the final round of the Chunin exams. In the final round, Naruto had to fight against Gaara, and the match was between Neji and Sasuke, and the other matches were same. But this time Ino won the match against Sakura, so her match was against Dosu Kinuta, so she would have to train. The final matches were: the first match was between Neji and Sasuke. And the second match was between Shikamaru and Temari. Third one was between Kankuro and Shino Aburame. And then Naruto vs Gaara. And then last match was between Ino and Dosu Kinuta. They left from there for the training for the last round of the Chunin exams. Itachi had to train his younger brother, so he asked Shisui to help to train Naruto. Because Kushina and Minato will not be able to train Naruto because Kushina was busy in village hospital and Minato was busy in Hokage office. Kakashi was free to, but since Itachi already talked to Shisui to train Naruto, so he gave Kakashi work for the month, and Naruto will be training under Shisui. Shikamaru and Ino will be training under their families. From the next day Naruto started training under Shisui Uchiha. Shisui started training Naruto for the speed and the ice release. Shisui was taking the advantage of Naruto's high chakra reserves and the high stamina. He was pushing Naruto so hard. Naruto was training even more than 12 hours of the day under Shisui so fast. In that only 1 month Naruto learned to move so fast using his chakra. He learned the sunshine trained by Shisui. He now had perfect chakra control and good control over his ice release. And after 1 month of training, Naruto reached from first gate Lee level to third gate Lee level speed when he uses his chakra for it, and his reaction speed was at least as fast as the third gate Lee level. Naruto nearly reached at the third gate level normally, and then the next day they reached into the arena for the final round of the Chunin exams. The first match was between Sasuke Uchiha and Neji Hyuga. Both were really good fighters with good speed and good strength. But since Sasuke has got more chakra because of his lineage, so he has a slightly above hand in the fight, and after a half-an-hour fight Sasuke won the match because Neji been exhausted and tired. And then the second match was between Temari and Shikamaru Nara, and when the match started Temari started attacking. And Shikamaru started making a plan. And eventually he caught Temari with his shadow possession jutsu. I am nearly exhausted, but still I can fight even more because I trained with a hyperactive ninja, and since Naruto is going to win the next match I cannot lose the match right now, so the match is over for you now, Shikamaru said to Temari and made her give up the match, and the winner of the second match was Shikamaru Nara. And then the third match was between Shino Aburame and Kankuro from the Hidden Sand Village. Shino thought about everything, and then he ended up failing Kankuro's puppet and whining against him, and then it was time for the match which the villagers and the audience was waiting for a long time. Naruto Namikaze and Gaara from the Hidden Sand Village. They both came to arena for the fight. And now Naruto and Gaara were in front of each other for the fight. And then fight started between Gaara and Naruto. Naruto started the fight with so much speed. He matched nearly matching third gate speed in his short burst. What, he is even faster than before now. His speed is now faster than before. He is at least at second gate Lee's speed, Guy was thinking. He gained the speed, Itachi was thinking in his mind and smiling. Naruto attacked so fast on Gaara and hits him with a hard punch, and in that one punch Gaara flew a little away from there. He is so strong, everybody was now thinking in their mind. And then Naruto started attacking on Gaara with his chakra chains, and he added the wind chakra to the chakra chains so that he can pierce the sand. He is not at a genin level, shinobis were thinking. Naruto was overpowering the sand and overspeeding Gaara and was beating him. And then Gaara first attacked on Naruto with his sand and then started creating the sand dome. You think that you can stop me from beating you by just that sand dome, Naruto said. Water-style giant water wave, Naruto said, and attacked on Gaara with a water wave, and after soaking the sand with his water wave Naruto used his ice release to turn that water into ice, and when he turned that water into the ice he was ready to destroy the sand dome. What the hell is that? Is he really a genin? Baki was thinking. And then Naruto jumped so high in the air using his chakra control. And now Rasengan, Naruto said, and hits the sand dome with his Rasengan. With that last attack Naruto destroyed the sand dome. What, he destroyed Gaara's sand dome, and he has the Kekkei Genkai ice release. This is the first time in the Leafs history that someone has the ice release, Baki was thinking. And then public was shocked to see Naruto breaking the sand dome like nothing. And now it is your turn, Naruto said to Gaara, and then attacked on his with so much speed. Naruto hits him with a chakra added punch, and Gaara flew back and hits the wall behind him. This is absurd, even Jonin level shinobis weren't able to do it. What kind of monster this boy is, sand shinobis were thinking in their mind. And then Gaara started transforming into the Shukaku. Naruto saw and that and attacked on Gaara and binds him with his chakra chains, and then Naruto created a clone to knock Gaara unconscious, but with every hit and every punch Gaara was transforming more and more into the one-tailed Shukaku. But Naruto was beating Gaara very badly and was hurting him so bad because he hurt Lee badly and Lee was injured badly. Should I interfere or let him face it? Minato was thinking in his mind. Let's see what else he can do, Minato was thinking. After beating Gaara badly, Naruto charged chakra into his fingers and then used the 5-element seal over Gaara's body, and then he wasn't able to transform into Shukaku anymore and he changed back into Gaara. And then Naruto punched him very hard and Gaara flew away from there and hits the wall behind him. Gaara's gourd was now broken because of Naruto's strength. This is what it feels like when someone chooses to beat even after knowing that he has won against you, Naruto said to Gaara. You have injured Lee very badly. What you shouldn't have done it. I thought that I will do the same thing to you, but guess what? Lee doesn't hold a grudge on you because he is a good person, Naruto said to Gaara, and then punched Gaara again and knocked his unconscious. This is too much for a kid, and he definitely isn't a genin level shinobi's either, Baki was thinking in his mind. And on the other hand, Minato was smiling to see all this happening. Naruto smiled towards Minato and then Kushina. Yeah, Kushina yelled, "That's my son." Kakashi smiled after seeing Kushina cheering for her son, and then the fifth match started, and it was between Ino and Dosu Kinyuta. Ino tried to catch him with her mind transfer jutsu, but she was not able to do it because Dosu was fast, and then Dosu attacked on Ino with his sound-based weapon and then won the match against her. And then it was the time for the another matches. The first match will be between Sasuke and Shikamaru, and then the second match will be between Naruto and Shino, and then the winner of the second match will fight against Dosu Kinyuta, and after that match the final would be between the winner of the third match and the winner of the first match. But the winner of the third match will get the time for the final round so that he can fight his opponent on his full potential. And then the match between Shikamaru and Sasuke started. Sasuke started the fight so fast Shikamaru was trying to dodge the attacks and was making plans to catch Sasuke into the shadow possession jutsu, but the difference was clear that Sasuke was stronger than Shikamaru. After getting beaten by Sasuke for few minutes, Shikamaru somehow managed to catch Sasuke Uchiha with his shadow possession jutsu. What, he has managed to catch Sasuke with his shadow possession jutsu? Shikamaru was watching towards Sasuke, and then Sasuke casted the genjutsu over Shikamaru, and when Shikamaru was under the genjutsu, Sasuke started flaring up his chakra and break the shadow possession binding. This is the power of an Uchiha, Sasuke said, and attacked on Shikamaru. Shikamaru has managed to break the genjutsu. Saw Sasuke heading towards him, he dodged the attack, but he was not able to dodge the second punch, and in the end, even after Shikamaru oversmarted him, Sasuke won the match because of his Uchiha lineage and the high chakra reserves. Even in the age of 12, Sasuke has got the adult Uchiha's level chakra comparable to his elder brother. And his chakra increased so fast because of him being the reincarnation of Indra Otsutsuki, but he was unaware the chakra reserves Naruto had was bigger than his. After that, the second match was between Shino and Naruto. Naruto came to arena and Shino too was present into the arena. Water-style water wave jutsu, Naruto said, and attacked on Shino. And when the water spread into the whole arena, Naruto turned that water into the ice. And now I can read even your bugs anywhere sitting on the ice, Naruto though in his mind, and then attacked on Shino with his chakra chains to bind him with that. Shino tried to oversmart Naruto, but Naruto oversmarted his with his tactics. The first he did, he stopped Shino's bugs to come at him. He covered himself with an ice armor and then started attacking on Shino so fast. Naruto destroyed the insect clone and then headed towards the real one. But he attacked on Shino with his chakra chains, who was on another place. He was behind Naruto, not in front of Naruto. How did you know it, Naruto? You can see my ice everywhere on the battlefield. I can sense anything on my ice, and you made a mistake by being on it, Naruto said to Shino. And after that, Naruto binds him with his chakra chains. There is no point in resisting because even the tailed beast's chakra could be bind by these chakra chains. You have seen that when I bind the one-tailed Shukaku from the hidden sand village, Naruto said. And then Shino quit the match, and the winner of the match was Naruto Namikaze, the son of the fourth Hokage Minato Namikaze. That's my son, Kushina said. She will never grow up, Minato was thinking in his mind and smiling. You can rest for the another match, Proctor said to Naruto. It's all right, send him here, Naruto said to Proctor. Dosu has already seen Naruto beating Gaara and Shino so easily, so he wanted to quit because he was scared. I can tell you are scared of him. You won against me, but there is no chance that you are going to win against my Naruto, Ino said. Did she just confess? Shikamaru was thinking. Shut up, Ino, Sakura said to Ino. And then Ino sat there. Dosu went into the arena. I will give you a chance. You can retreat right now because you don't have any chance against me, Naruto said to Dosu. Which scared him even more. It's obvious then the moment Naruto will be serious the match will be over, Itachi said. Yes, we can say that from his last fights, Kakashi said. He is not any genin level shinobi anymore, his chakra is many times more than your chakra, Captain Itachi said to Kakashi. Yes. I know that, and don't forget that his chakra is so much bigger than yours too, Kakashi said to Itachi. What are they for real? Tenten was thinking after listening to them, because she used to thinking that Neji was the strongest genin of the Hidden Leaf, and just now in front of her Sasuke Uchiha has knocked him out, and now they were saying that Naruto could be even stronger than Neji. When the match between Dosu Kinuta and Naruto Namikaze started, Naruto started attacking on Dosu with so much speed before even Dosu can react. Naruto hits him with a hard punch and he flew away from here and hits the wall behind him, and he knocked him out in just a punch. That's my son, Kushina yelled. See, my son is totally amazing, Kushina said. Naruto was smiling towards Kushina now. Now you can go rest for a while before starting the final match of the final round of the Chunin exams, Genma said to them. I can fight without resting, Naruto said. The match will start after 10 minutes, Minato said. And then Naruto jumped towards Kushina from the ground. Naruto reached in front of Kushina and Kushina hugged him so hard. You were awesome, Naruto, Kushina said to Naruto, and she was smiling. After 10 minutes, Sasuke and Naruto came to the ground too. Fight against each other. And now Naruto and Sasuke were in front of each other for the fight, and the fight started. And then both of them vanished from their places and attacked on each other. Naruto has the slight edge in the speed, but still Sasuke was able to see him because of his Sharingan. Sasuke attacked on Naruto with his fireball jutsu. But Naruto countered that attack with the water release, and now because of the collision of the fire and water, the steam created there, which has given Naruto more help because Sasuke's Sharingan will not be working because of the steam there. And now Naruto was using his sensory skills to attack on Sasuke Uchiha. Naruto was attacking on Sasuke with his chakra chains. And then Sasuke tried to clear the steam so that he can see. He used the fire flame again to clear the arena. I thought you would be strong because you were the brother of Itachi-sensei, but you are not as good as you should be, Naruto said to Sasuke. You think you can provoke me, Sasuke said to Naruto, and then he charged the Chidori in his hand he learned from Kakashi. That's the jutsu from Big Brother Kakashi, right? Naruto said to Sasuke. Rasengan, Naruto said, and charged the Rasengan in his hand. And today we will get to know which jutsu is stronger, Kakashi was thinking in his mind. They both charged towards each other and when both the jutsu clashed, Naruto and Sasuke flew back from there. And that clash created a crater in the ground there. Naruto used his chakra chains to protect himself, and Sasuke barely managed to protect himself from getting hit on the wall. I am an Uchiha and you can never be stronger than I am, Sasuke said to Naruto. Being an Uchiha doesn't mean that you would be the strongest here, Naruto said to Sasuke. And then Sasuke started flaring his chakra to charge another Chidori in his hand. He is using so much chakra into one Chidori, Kakashi was thinking. Do you really think you can have a bigger chakra than an Uzumaki, Naruto said to Sasuke, and then he started flaring his chakra and then ground started cracking down Naruto. This chakra is even bigger than of a legendary Sannin. Only I have a bigger chakra amount compared to him. In the whole village nobody has as much chakra as my son, not even his mother in her base form. She can only match his chakra reserve of exceed it only when she uses her Byakuga seal, Minato said. Naruto charged a compressed Rasengan to counter that Chidori again. And then both of them again charged onto each other, and when this time they clashed, their jutsus created a bigger crater there in the arena and nearly destroyed the arena ground. The shockwave was intense. And this time Sasuke got hit on the wall behind him, and Naruto barely managed to use his chakra chains to protect himself. And after that Sasuke came back on the ground and he attacked on Naruto so fast he decided to engage Naruto into the taijutsu match, but Naruto was really fast that he was able to counter even Sharingan's precision, and that fight was not going on any side because Sasuke had Sharingan and Naruto had higher speed. I didn't think that it will be this much fun, Naruto said to Sasuke. Fire style destroyer flame, Sasuke said, and attacked on Naruto. You have gone mad even after knowing that I can counter it easily. You have decided to attack on me with a fire jutsu, Naruto said to smiled. Naruto jumped up from there and went onto the arena. Naruto charged another Rasengan in his hand and then jumped over Sasuke. Big ball Rasengan, Naruto said, and jumped over Sasuke. Sasuke was scared with that Rasengan, and after casting the fire flames, Sasuke barely managed to dodge that attack. This is getting intense, shinobi were thinking in their mind, because this time Naruto again destroyed the part of arena, and this time shockwave was bigger than before. And after that Naruto started attacking on Sasuke with his chakra chains. He added the wind chakra on those chakra chains. On the other hand, Minato was thinking that something was off about this Naruto. His chakra doesn't feel as strong as the real Naruto, and then he felt Naruto under the ground. Itachi too felt that, and then all of a sudden Naruto emerged from then ground from down Sasuke and hits Sasuke on the chin, and he flew back from there and hits the wall and he fell on the ground. And when he stood up he was injured because of that hard punch he attacked on Naruto so fast with a kunai. He somehow managed to hit Naruto with a kunai, giving him a cut on his face. But the next moment that cut vanished. All that hard work for a drop of blood, Naruto said to Sasuke. What, that cut was for nothing, he got healed this fast, Sasuke was thinking in his mind. And then they again charged onto each other so fast, but this time since Sasuke's chakra was getting weaker because of using too much, but Naruto's chakra was not that drained, he was on nearly his full strength. And in the end Naruto caught Sasuke with his chakra chains and then pulled him towards himself and then punched him with a chakra added punch and knocked him out. Because of that punch Sasuke flew back again towards the arena wall and hits that so hard that he been unconscious. The audience was shocked and so silent to see that fight, they were thinking that they were watching the serious fight. And then after winning the match Naruto was standing there tall. Well, now he is technically not a genin anymore, as a chunin now, and maybe he will be promoted to a jonin so soon. Minato said and smiled. But these four from the hidden leaf are worthy of being chunin because they are strong and capable enough to become chunin, Minato was thinking. Shikamaru Nara, Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto Namikaze and Shino Aburame, I hereby give you the title of chunin today, and you will be the chunin of the hidden leaf afterwards. Officially take your chunin jackets, Minato said to them. Minato gave everybody the chunin vest and then gave that to Naruto and rubbed his hairs. I am proud of you, Naruto, Minato said to Naruto and then hugged him. And then Naruto went towards Kushina to show her the chunin vest. You are looking good in the chunin vest, Kushina said to Naruto and hugged him. Thanks mom, Naruto said to Kushina. And then from the next day they started their training and the missions again, and Naruto sent Minato to the Mount Myoboku for a month to learn base level of Sage Mode so that he can team Naruto Sage Mode. He knew that it will take more than 1 month to learn the basics of the Sage Mode to Naruto because it takes so much time to learn. He just wanted Naruto to learn to absorb the nature energy a little bit so that he can complete his training in the night time. So he sent Naruto on Mount Myoboku to learn the basics of the Sage Mode for a month. But Naruto started his training the next he reached there. Naruto started sensing nature energy in just 2 days, and then in next 4 days Naruto managed to learn the stillness. And then 3 more days Naruto learned to absorb the nature energy with the toad oil, and then in another 3 more days Naruto learned to absorb the nature energy without even the toad oil. And at the end of the 12th day Naruto managed to enter the perfect Sage Mode. This is amazing, Naruto boy managed to enter the perfect Sage Mode under 12 days. This is even faster than Minato boy. He was not able to learn the perfect Sage Mode fast because of his chakra control and the chakra volume. Naruto's chakra volume is much bigger than Minato's boy's. When he was a kid, Fugasaku thought in his mind. And then Fugasaku started training Naruto the Sage Mode. In another 8 days Naruto learned to fight in the perfect Sage Mode with Fugasaku. Even Fugasaku was shocked to see Naruto's stamina without even the Sage Mode, and with the Sage Mode Naruto become even stronger than before. And then they started practicing the merging technique. And in those 10 days Naruto was able to learn to merge with Fugasaku, and with the help of Fugasaku Naruto was able to train for hours together. Even Fugasaku used to get tired, but Naruto used to train much harder than before. And after 1 month Minato came to test Naruto and see his progress and take him back to the village. But after reaching there Minato got to know that Naruto already mastered perfect Sage Mode. He was shocked to know that Naruto actually managed to master the Sage Mode under a month. How did he do that? Minato was thinking, and then Fugasaku explained that Naruto managed to do it because of his ice release and the connection with nature and the higher chakra reserves. So he decided to check out Naruto's progress with a spar. Are you ready for a spar, Naruto? Minato asked Naruto. I am ready, Dad, Naruto said. Then come at me with your full strength and speed, Minato said to Naruto. Naruto knew that he was against a legend, so he doesn't need to hold back against Minato. Minato wasn't using Flying Ragen and even the Sage Mode. But Naruto's hits were too strong, so he had to enter the Sage Mode to tank those attacks without getting hurt, and then Minato noticed that Naruto was able to be in Sage Mode for 30 minutes without even Fugasaku's help. This is good, he doesn't need you in the fight, Lord Fugasaku. He can manage to be in Sage Mode for more than 30 minutes and then he can again do it after gathering the chakra again, Minato asked. Yes. He can do it, and while I am linked with him then he can fight for hours in Sage Mode, Fugasaku said to Minato. This is amazing, Minato was thinking. At the age of 12 he would be the strongest shinobi of his time, and I can understand how it would have been felt being in era of first Hokage. Maybe one day Naruto will reach that level, Minato was thinking and smiling. I managed to learn Sage Mode fast because I have the biggest chakra reserve, Naruto said. You are not fully correct because Minato boy has bigger chakra than yours without even the Sage Mode or the Nine Tails chakra, Fugasaku said. Naruto was shocked to hear that, and Minato just smiled towards him. After that Minato took Naruto back to village from Mount Myoboku. This was for the video. We'll meet you in the next video. Comment down your favorite part and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. You are watching Sage What Ifs. Stay tuned.